Hello, welcome to my 1 year anniversary video. Oh, hello Broadway freaks, forgot to say that part. Yes, it is my 1 year anniversary video, and obviously it wasn't the best year. I was hoping to make a little bit more progress than I did, both in my brain and in the world. The year was just really crazy for me. But I'm not going to let that stop me from celebrating my 1 year anniversary of the channel, and obviously I'm hoping 2021 is going to be a much stronger year. I'm coming back in January. I'm going to give you guys content. Even if Broadway doesn't open soon, I'm going to give you guys like rants. I'm going to talk about why we think theater people are snobby, what's the psychology behind that, why there's stigmas against theater people. I'm going to talk about concepts and things that, you don't need Broadway to be open to talk about. So I'm going to get into all that. But first, the 1 year anniversary. I'm going to be reacting to my first video ever, uploaded on November 19th, 2019. All right, let's start that first video. There might be a little bit of buffering because my Wi-Fi is not great, but that's okay. We're just going to do what we can.
How's it going, Broadway freaks? Welcome to the Ben Applegate Show, where we talk about the latest things happening in the Broadway community and other stories.
I had roommates, so I was afraid to
For example,
talk.
This morning we had the second Cats trailer come out.
Tonight is a magical night.
I'm pretty sure I got a copyright strike for this, but
where I choose the cat.
it's not like I'm earning any revenue, so I didn't really care.
Going to the ball could get dangerous.
If you remember the disaster from a couple of months ago with the animation,
my tone was so low. I hope my tone's gotten better.
Theaters. Nothing really changed from this trailer. The animation still looks terrifying. James Corden still has.
I had these like movements and fidgets I was doing.
Right, well that's not going to work, is it? That's what I say to you.
So, among other things, I am curious to know if you guys are planning on seeing it.
There's also that buzz in the background. I had so much trouble getting good sound quality.
Is scaring you so much you don't plan on seeing it. Let me know what your thoughts are. With that said, let's get into some weekly numbers. I might be doing this every Tuesday. I'm not
weekly
sure.
numbers?
Let's look at the top and bottom gross earnings of shows on Broadway. Going by gross earnings, we have Tina, the Tina Turner musical, coming in at number 5.
This stuff took forever to edit. Getting all these graphics and getting it to move the way I wanted. It took so long, but I was so just like motivated to get this channel going. I didn't care.
$1 million, and to nobody's surprise, Hamilton.
I didn't care how much time it took.
$2.7 million. Now, one thing that's kind of shocking to me, and I don't claim to be an expert on these numbers at all, but I noticed that number one by capacity has come from away.
And also, my talking is extremely edited. I was really out of list, and I would like say a sentence, and then I would look at my list, what do I say now, and it would take several takes because I would often
looking at some of the not so
step over myself when I would speak.
Oklahoma coming at number 5 by gross, Slava's Snow Show number 4, A Christmas Carol, The Lightning Thief, which was surprisingly poorly reviewed, and The Height of the Storm.
So just in general, these videos would take a long time to make, and I would get up early in the morning
The Sound Inside,
because I wanted my video to be relevant. I wanted it to come out the day that these stories were still newsworthy.
So some not so great news there. I want to know what your guys' thoughts are on that. Or do any of these numbers surprise you? What stands out to you? All right, with that said, let's get to my lightning round. Jeremy O. Harris, writer of Slave Play, made Out Magazine's
I was holding the microphone in my mouth when I did
list,
this,
which highlights
way
influential and impactful LGBTQ people. Orange is the New Black Star, and Tony nominee Danielle Brooks announced the birth of her first daughter.
I'm being really hard on myself, but like
writing on Instagram, she's perfect, and man, she looks tiny. Stephen Sondheim's musical
clearly,
Follies has been greenlit for the big screen by Heyday Films and BBC Films. Kristen Chenoweth closed a sold-out run of For the Girls on November 17th, holding 100% capacity.
You can see the little windowsill on the side there.
The dark comedy off-Broadway play Hangmen will premiere on Broadway on March 19, 2020. Tina, the Tina Turner musical, will host a charity event on January 31st to benefit RAINN.
You get a little Broadway update.
And of course, don't miss the Lin-Manuel Miranda interview with Today. With that said, let's get to our big story of the day. The play The Inheritance opened on November 17th.
I felt like there's just no one on YouTube who really like does this.
Like they sell it as part
does
one,
like
part
a
two.
rundown of Broadway stories and news stories that were happening.
The whole story.
Oh, sorry, the quality of the
Angels
video
in America, a gay
right
Fantasia,
now,
it being 2 parts in 6.5 hours. Based on Ian Forster's novel
internet
Howard's
quality.
End, the show features a group of
objective
young gay
quality
men
of it.
in
I mean,
2015
that's
who
another
search to find a story of modern times that unites and distinguishes the gay community in current times. They act out characters as they create them for their story.
As
they
they
tell
what?
2 stories,
Curate?
each in a different period of history, contrasting the experiences of 2 different gay couples.
It's funny because
Throughout
I'm
the
not
epic tale, there is
I'm
an
not
emphasis on
delivering
the rending emotions
like
and
I do
complexity
theater
of
at
the
all. I'm like
relationships and reflecting on the ways the road was paved by past generations for freedom for the younger generation. There's also a sense that community and brotherhood, or sisterhood, isn't quite as strong in the community in the post-AIDS era, and looking for ways to rebuild
that's
that.
true.
The
I
show
think I am a
originated
little
in
louder
London
when I'm
in
in front of people.
2018, and you have
I
some
did
very
get a little
positive
worried
reviews,
about
like
putting in
Michael
so
Dale
much
from
information that
Broadway
it
World
wasn't
saying, "This
interesting.
reviewer will vouch for the
But
exhilarating
I just
emotional
figured
clout." David Rooney for the Hollywood
most people
Reporter
just
saying,
blur out
"The
the stuff they don't
physicality
want
of the
and
production is exhilarating
overall
and
enjoy
stands easily among
the,
Daltrey's best work for the stage." Matt Winman with AM New
you know,
York
getting
saying
that
it's
update.
tempting to comparability, and then you have some reviewers like Stephen
Whoa,
Susskind from
that
New
was a
York
weird
Stage Review
transition.
simply calling it pure theatrical
Woo!
magnificence.
I didn't
But of
know
course,
how
not all
to
critics
shrink
were
my
super on board
transitions to
the
trim them down.
6.5-hour train. Ben Brantley from
my
the New
internet's
York
being
Times
really
saying
bad,
its
sorry.
breadth doesn't always the inheritance.
wish I knew how to
of the
highlight
needs
certain
to be, yet
things.
the discussion of modern issues sometimes feels thin. Joe Domanowicz from Theater News Online saying,
For some
"Over
reason,
6+
it didn't work
hours,
when
there
I
are
would
lapses,
use
political
when I would
debates
actually
can
highlight it
turn
using my
soapboxy
mouse
and
with the
windy,
blue
and
highlight.
character sum-ups at
When I
the
would
end
take the
is a
screenshot,
creepy
it like
device."
it wouldn't
Robert
show
Hoffler
the
of The
blue.
Wrap saying the inheritance
So it was
isn't a
weird.
great play or even a very good
wouldn't show
play.
the mouse
Despite
either,
the
so
play's
that's
lengthy
probably why.
running time, you will be riveted
hard to,
watching
like,
this lurid, weepy,
read what part of the
pandering,
review that I'm talking
derivative, and
about.
very grand soap opera. So yeah, to say the least, some very mixed reviews. You have pure theatrical magnificence on one side, and then you've got weepy, derivative pandering on the other side. So I'm curious to know what your thoughts are, both on the format.
I was
of
so
the show,
shy
the
of
length
people,
it, which is
the
about
roommates
length
I was
of a
living with
plane
were going
ride
to hear
from
me and be
California
like,
to
"What
New
were you
York,
talking
the idea
about?"
that you have to buy two
I don't know
separate
why I was
tickets
so
to see
afraid
two
of
separate
that.
shows. How would you see it? Would you see the first part, eat dinner, and then come see the second part? Or would you see the first part and maybe see the second part a week later? Or would you see the second part first? I don't know. Whatever your choice is, I guess. If you've seen the show, let me know what your thoughts are. You can give your own review. And yeah, that's going to end today's show. If you liked today's video, please leave a like. If you like these little updates on Broadway news, I upload every
That's the
Tuesday
video.
and Friday.
It's quick.
So please click the
Wasn't too
subscribe
bad.
button
I was
and
expecting
tap
to be
the
all
bell for
cringy
notifications
and
if you have
stuff,
any
but
constructive
I'm trying to be
criticism.
less
This is my
negative on
first video.
myself.
I'm still working. I'd love to know your thoughts. Leave them in the
You know,
comments.
something
I
I'm
will
trying to
take note of
do.
them. And with that said, keep loving Broadway, and I'll see you on Friday.
I think it was a cool video. It's just is a lot of work to produce that, and I think at a certain point, I guess I was like losing motivation a little bit. I was just having doubts about the format. I had this grass is always greener thing. I was like, well, what if I did this? What if I did this instead of this new stuff? And I kept wanting to try things, and I was having this grass is always greener thing. So I guess I wasn't like committing to this fully, which I should have, and I'm trying to recommit to it starting next year because I think it's kind of cool. Well, I won't be able to do that exactly because of Broadway being closed. I'm doing concepts, but as soon as stuff starts happening on Broadway, I'm gonna try to go back to this format because it is kind of neat to have that. Just you getting like your morning update of Broadway stuff. Because you know sometimes it can be hard to keep up with what's going on, and sometimes you have those friends who are super in tune with what shows are coming out and all the new latest stuff, and you're like, oh, I don't know how to keep up with them in conversation. Well, now you can just watch my channel. You know, that's kind of neat. Yeah, that's nice. I thought I would be cringing at this, but I guess I'm actually, you know, obviously my delivery needed work, and I hope it got a little better, but wasn't too bad. And that's actually gonna kind of inspire me a little bit to go back to that format as soon as I'm able to. Yeah, that's my video. I'm not good at doing outros, so I'm just gonna say thanks for watching. Click the like and click subscribe because I will be uploading more. I'll try to do little things here and there between now and January to maybe just keep you interested. And until then, thanks again for watching, and I will see you later.